safety briefing and then we'll get on the water. Okay, great. Hey Andrew, will you get a boat count for me? 26? Okay. And then the life jacket inside is just sitting about the front. All right, everybody. We finally got our shuttle set up and we're ready to go. Looks like the count I've got is 34 boats on the river. So
all right.
pretty good. Pretty good turnout. A couple things I'll tell everybody here. One is the river's running pretty good. The last read I had on it was 1200 CFS. It may be running a little bit higher than that right now because what they do is they release water overnight up in Longhorn Dam, and it comes down kind of in a tidal wave. And I think it's already past here. When we got down to the takeout, the river looked higher down there. It looked like the wave is just now hitting the takeout. So it's past here. It's starting to settle in. It's going to be a real nice, pretty ride. The water's clear. Should be just a gorgeous day. A couple things I'll tell you about this river. One is you're going to have a pretty good current most of the way like this. There's going to be some areas that are slack water. You just have to paddle through those. The only hazards on this river are, see on the edges here where these branches hang down? Those sweepers, you get under the edge of those trees on the edge of the river, they will knock you out of your boat. Okay? We have a couple of testimonials here among us today to that fact. And you will lose your stuff, your paddle, your fishing pole, whatever the case may be, if you don't have it tied on. So those sweepers will knock you right out of your boat. And see over here these snags in the water? Those strainers, that's where the current wants to take you because the current is what deposited those strainers there in the first place. So the current wants to take you in there, so if you're not steering your boat, you'll drift you right into those snags, flip your boat, you wind up in the snags, you can get tangled up in there, there's enough current to pin you in there. So give those things a pretty wide berth, okay? Turn early, keep your boat squared up to the river. When you get into the little rapids like this, don't just let your boat drift, kayak through them, keep paddling, keep your boat squared up, pointed downstream, okay? Do that, stay in the middle of the river, you'll be fine. We don't all try to stay together as a group, but the only thing I ask is don't branch off by yourself, just one individual. You know, I know we've got some families, some groups of friends. Stay together with at least one other person. That way, if you do get in any kind of jam or any kind of pickle, somebody's there to help you out. Okay. The renters, I do require life jackets for my rental kayaks. They're required. Everybody's required to have one, but the people that are renting boats from me are required to wear them. The takeout point, and the drivers all went down and looked at the takeout point. There's low-hanging trees like this, and there's a concrete boat ramp. It's a one trailer wide concrete boat ramp. And just above it, hidden by the trees, is a sign that says Colorado River Paddle Trail Takeout number 3. Okay, so but you can't really see that from the middle of the river. But you can see the boat ramp, and there's a big blue pavilion over a playground just up the hill from that. That's a pretty good landmark, and you can see that if you're watching for it. If you've got a GPS, on my GPS, it's like 8.8 miles down to that point. So, you know, I think that's about, as far as I know, that's about it. There's gravel bars, private property on both sides of the river, but there's gravel bars in the river that you can get out on. You can take a break, you can eat your lunch there. You can stop anything that's an island or a gravel bar in the river is public property. You can get out on those. Other than that, you know, I think it's going to be a fantastic day. Anybody have any questions?